We're heading to the Fortnite Champion Series Best of, with almost all qualifiers for the grand final secured. Expect to see some wild moments from the event.
Some trios didn't qualify or make it, like Mr. Hewitt and apparently Griffiths. We'll discuss it at the end of the best of.
Savage could also potentially qualify if some cheaters get banned, which I'll explain at the end.
And finally, we still had a French trio qualify.
I'm not going to spoil who it is. You'll see in the video. So, first, don't hesitate to subscribe and like. We're almost at 200,000 subscribers after all. Canada, so that's in North America. Remember, the winner of the first game qualifies for the finals.
Fortnite, coach, it pays off, huh?
First game.
Oh yeah, damn, bro.
No.
Yes.
Who do you think is the highest paid Fortnite coach? Which one is it? No, but it's about how much roughly?
Like 30,000, I think. 30,000 per season, I think.
30,000 per season?
Yeah.
30,000 euros. That's huge. It's crazy, honestly.
This refers to the first game in Group 3 known as the Group of Death, taking place in France within the European Union.
Obviously in there, so there's Mustak with Queasy.
The first game they play so well, their game is so clean. Look.
Same here, so first place, which means qualified for the finals.
Come on, it keeps going on the hill. There are quite a few people who are going to end up in the grave. As you can see, they're struggling down below on the opponent's side.
He was in such a good position with that high ground.
It's too much. It's crazy, you know. It's really clean.
I'm calling Murstak, but he's not answering. Damn it.
Careful English, you know.
He's catching up on the words.
I laugh every time he speaks English. For a while I was happy and felt he had improved speaking well, but now I'm unsure. It might be because he was a teacher at the POV.
Look, it was so easy for them. Just look at their reaction.
Literally, he just said it was funny, like...
Snazy, who was also in the Group of Death. He was so strong, Snazy. He was so strong.
Unfortunately, despite the great performances from Snazy and the entire trio, it won't go through.
But, people are gonna wonder why, you know.
Unsurprisingly, the Fortnite Champion Series Best of included a clip of Stizo falling down.
No, he killed the only ones who could be killed on the high ground.
Right now, Camille, City, and Cherry are still alive.
You'll understand why Nikov didn't want him to get first place in Squall in the finals. You'll understand later.
Solo in a 1 versus 3. He ruined their first place.
Look how happy Nikov is. You'll understand, but he's right to react like that.
My guy, Savage and Panzer, were actually pretty consistent, but without getting crazy top spots, they were getting 11th places, 10th places. My guy, he didn't really manage to make a difference. He wasn't at his best.
Also, there was another French trio, Momsy, Skyjump, and Momsy is at his prime. You'll see in action he did. It's really crazy.
Yes, yes, yes. We get the triple kill. And on top of that, we can revive Sky Jump. Normally, we're going to do the double revive instantly.
Can we kill a player quickly on Podesai's side? I'm not sure.
That was their contest at Poda Xwies.
At Poda, sorry, who was also in group 3.
But send them to us, your friends, send them to us. That's 9 points, man.
Snazy, look again at the crazy action he's doing. He's almost solo clutching. He's got the sickness.
The crazy one versus 3. Well, after that, he's got the sickness, so he died to the zone. But it's insane. There's also a player, Havoke, Nathan, who was in Group 3. There was also Wox who was in Group 3. There were a lot of Havoke players in Group 3.
That's Demus's prominent trio. Demus recently passed away.
You'll see how many teams remain, but there are 3 of us.
No more bullets left.
Ouch. We need to be more alert to avoid getting caught off guard like that.
As long as he stays with 3, sticking close together, it could work.
Exactly. You just have to stay with 3.
That's the most important thing right now.
Shoot the pump at the walls.
Nathan, you can qualify for the grand final. You've got this.
There's a guy who might want to take back the height. Be careful.
It's fine. Look, he's recovering well. He's at 200 hit points. No worries.
The games were really good. You can see how tough it is. They have nothing left.
They're all fighting for the top spot, like qualifying for the finals.
He shot well there.
She's beautiful anyway.
He's crazy.
There. Look, when I was talking about Momsy, that's Vico. That's actually Vico across from me.
It's Vico that we killed. It's Vico. Sky Jump. Who's going to die there at Vico's place? Not at Vico's. Sorry. Momsy, he's going to have to get as many points as possible. Maybe he'll try to pick up the math. It's good. He got Sky Jump's math. Momsy needs to get as many points as possible. There's only one player left alive.
Solo clutch.
There's only one player left alive. We know he's used to playing with the medallions, so now he has to try to get as much as possible. The ball, minus 81.
The full piece. The full piece. It's monumental.
Yeah, he's too good. They're top 2. It's 3v3.
And the player walks with Malabuka. The Havoc guys, there's something else. And by the way, we're going to have 30 trios qualified at the end of the best of in the grand final.
Just to inform you, only one last chance remains on Wednesday with 3 trios scheduled.
3 games. Only the top 1 counts, open to everyone. We could have Vaniac, Accusations, RX, lots of strong players, and maybe another French trio, which would be incredible for the grand final.
After Malibuka and Wox's results, it's logical that we still expected them to qualify.
1,060 points. He did it. Since now the World Cup in France is confirmed, maybe we can pull off some Scapin's tricks. It's not impossible. The leak, obviously, about Vico or...
I don't know who, guys. There's nothing. But it's true that if there's ever a year when I can go knock on Uncle Brox's door, Uncle Squeeze's, and Uncle Bataga's, to tell them, friends, give me a little money, please, friends. Maybe that could increase the budget. Give the money.
That was the crazy range for the solar. They were in crazy mode.
The 2 trios, they're clashing with each other there, the French and...
Vico and everyone were there, including Lehay. I'll leave you with the cast, and there's also Buzz, who I added later.
I'll replay it. Watch Solari's pop. His move was exceptional. Revenger will go crazy. You'll see.
He's too strong.
For Podes, it's a bit complicated to explain to you, but basically, look, Ketson, the coach of M8, tweeted this after being scratched by Taney.
Setty killed sniping for 4 consecutive weeks, intentionally stream sniping my stream to get into their game, you know?
He reads the game and all that. I'll explain to you now. He pays some Polish people, some Polish friends, to grief us in the heats. So in the group where they were, group 2.
As you can see, they're fighting against the first trio. The second trio will then come to fight them while the first one leaves, allowing the 2 trios to fight each other.
So basically, they're getting griefed, and we have Poda, the one who made a big video to say how crazy it was. This is when he was getting harassed.
Let's say during the hits. So wait, there's something I needed to show you.
In a wild turn of events, after losing a contest, Poda, Atira, and Xwiz headed south instead of their typical spawn location.
And so, watch closely what Camille and Setty are going to do, so they're doing their spawn calmly, as usual at Lost Lake.
And right away, they're going to start heading in that direction. Look, they're going to go after them even though they're at Lost Lake still.
They're going to push them when we see them all the way here, up to the mountain, to try to claw at them. Because, so what was it already, Camille and Setty?
The organizers didn't really care. They just wanted to prevent Poda, Akiri, and Xwiz from sticking together to avoid being contested in the grand final. That's already messed up.
It's difficult to prove after the game as they'll focus on the players and recognize their skins. However, there's something I find quite obvious.
Well, first of all, the next game, so they're going to spawn in the south, Camille and Setty, to go after them.
Once again, look, you can see them here. It's really over the top. And look at what they do next. This is a game. Wait, where is it? It's here.
It's a typical game where basically Akira, Xwiz, and Poda are going to lose the contest. And instead of playing the game, they dance and look at what they do. They're going to eliminate themselves to try to get back into Poda's game.
Akira, Xwiz, and their team eliminate the opponents at the spawn, preventing them from scoring. Their strategy in the next game is remarkable.
They return to the game and notice Poda's absence, prompting them to take action.
They leave the game, so that's probably stream sniping too to check if he wasn't in the game, so it's really crazy.
For instance, observe Nikov's reaction when they become disoriented during the second group.
Well, you'll see that he's not really happy, you know.
What's going on, guys? Why are we getting our asses handed to us like this in the very first game? Are you kidding me? And on top of that, they're Polish. And on top of that, they're Polish. The guys who attacked us, I'm certain they were paid off. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm absolutely sure. I'm always careful, but that's the truth.
We don't know, shouldn't we? You know, that's a bigger problem, right?
So the question is, were they going to get banned? And look at Nikov's answer.
Yesterday, that's why I was on my phone a bit. I was trying to get even more information up to the game. The answer I got today is that currently, apparently, there isn't enough actionable stuff. I don't know what more is needed. And honestly, that's it, guys. What I wanted to say is that it's an endless problem. Unless you really have solid proof, like a conversation, Discord and all, you can't. We'll never be able to prove it, right? And Cruzy and Savage, they talked about it. I don't know if you saw it yesterday. There's a clip where they talk about it. And the response from Cruzy and Savage. It's basically, we'll never know.
And finally, for Savage, like I explained to you, overall they were still pretty consistent, but each time they could get like an 11th place, a 13th place. At one point, I think they got a 6th place.
So they couldn't manage to get into the top 5 consistently.
Except for the last game, they must qualify or get recovery points to reach the top 5. If they get into the game with the high ground, they might secure first place, which is a direct qualification to the finals.
Panzer will risk everything for the titles, while Van Gaal attempts to play despite Moneymaker's opposition. Savage aims for the title, but is hindered by storm sickness. Once he has storm sickness, he won't have time to use his 6 kits, leaving him without first place.
They're not sure they'll win consistently.
Sadly, he's gonna die now. With their top 2 and 10 kills, we can only hope they get into the top points. Now, they're top 11, the worst spot, just 4 points away from qualifying for the grand final.
Except that here too, there's something crazy, because a lot of people are saying that number 8 in the ranking cheats, so should he be banned? Like here, for example, you can see it on this screen.
Reportedly, a guy is selling cheats, but it seems a bit far-fetched.
There are other more obvious things, like this clip where he seemingly has a wall hack, but again, it's not that extreme.
There are a lot more suspicious things like this clip, for example.
Watch closely. So this is from the last chapter. Watch the raise carefully, see how fast she's going to be. This was when there was a cheat to raise faster. I took a screenshot of it yesterday. The accuser said, "Hi, Mr. Savage and Mongrel."
I've never cheated and I've never played with cheats. We can talk on voice chat and everything if you want. And I can show you my first account.
Because actually, another crazy thing is that he created his account in January. So it's weird to create your account in January and qualify for the big event in February.
And look, what kind of buries him a bit is that Snazy is there to hype him up. Who tells him you're just a cheater, like you're cheating like crazy?
And logically, when pro players say that, it's kind of real. Well, basically, the recording ends in the dark.
Compared to the beginning of the best of anyway, I hope you enjoyed this big best of. I did it as quickly as possible so it wouldn't come out too late.
For more info, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.
And especially on Wednesday for the last chance cast. Bye everyone. Bye everyone.